All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to practice a horizontal launch video, a mini lab. You're going to watch this video to get the instructions so you know what to do at home. So this is a lab that you were doing at home. Here's what we need to do.
Okay, first off, you're going to, and the reason why I'm standing up on a chair is because at the last video I felt vertically challenged in comparison to Mr. Tapper, so I'm trying to level out the playing field. So anyway, the first thing that you guys are going to do is you need to find a flat surface, some flat surface in your home. And then you're going to need to find something that's going to roll, aka a ball. You're going to also need a ramp. And what Mr. Tapper and myself did is we took actually a lid, cardboard, and we're going to show you that in a moment, to create said ramp. Since we're dealing with a horizontal launch, and we've been working with problems with this, what we want and what the intent is to allow this ball to roll down the ramp and then roll along the surface. So what we're trying to get is consistency in terms of a motion. Then it will fall off of said flat surface and land at said range from the point of where it was launched. Here's our nice horizontal surface area. We created a ramp. We basically took a piece of cardboard because we're thinking that most of you would have pieces of cardboard around the house to give a ramp type atmosphere. We're taking a tennis ball in this case. I'm going to place said tennis ball on this ramp, and then the intent is that the ramp is giving it its initial give, or initial push. You're not creating that. Because why? You're trying to get consistency. So as it rolls down this ramp, it will be consistent in this forward motion, and then it will drop.
What we're looking for is 3 pieces of information which all need to be calculated.
Calculated.
So, calculated.
Calculated.
So no measuring with the video and freezing. We need initial launch speed. That should be a nice horizontal speed. We need the time in the air. And again, you are not timing it or video and timing it. This is going to be a calculated time. And you're going to find the final velocity right before it hits the ground. What you are going to measure, which is important, in meters. So if you don't have a metric ruler, if you only have, say, a tape measure that mom or dad uses for measuring things around the house, that's fine, but you're going to have to convert it because we want to know, or actually you'll need to know, the vertical height in which the object does fall, and you will need to know the horizontal range that the ball rolls and falls through the air before it hits the ground. So we're going to show you our very cheap setup so that you can emulate it at home and get this data. So we'll be right there.
Okay, so once again, you have a flat surface, you have a ramp, and the purpose of the ramp is to allow this ball to move, and once it moves, we want it to be continual before it drops. And what you notice is you're going to want to do this a couple of times, and why? Because as it rolls, and now you have consistency of the motion, it's going to drop. You need to know exactly where it drops.
Okay, so Mrs. Roberts, she had to run the class really fast, but to summarize again, you're going to build that ramp, make sure it has enough length on the surface that it rolls horizontally to launch off the surface. You are going to measure these distances. And again, you're going to want to do this several times to make sure that this range is consistent. So do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Maybe take an average of the distances of the ranges to use it to find the information we're looking for. Thanks.